on location in the little town in the Free State called Auris. That's the one with a Y, at a suspension bridge dated 1990. What are we doing here? Well, road test time, road tripping time in the Toyota Auris hybrid. Did a test on the Auris on the launch of the facelifted model not that long ago, but this is the hybrid version, which of course is a very, very interesting vehicle. Looking at the lines of the car, you can see very, very clean, very neat lines on the Auris, with that new, much sharper, much more prominent nose as well, which gives you an idea of exactly that this car means business, I'd say. It's got that look to it, there's no doubt. Hatchback, of course, C-segment hatchback vehicle, and coming around to the boot space, you've got a 360-litre boot, of course, with the normal fold flap at the top, and you can fold down the back seat 60-40 as well if you need to create a lot more load space in this car if you do desire. So a family hatchback, of course, as I said, C-segment car. Let's take a look inside. Sitting in the driver's seat of the Auris hybrid, would you believe the engine is actually running right now? But of course it's now in electric mode, so it is dead silent. Comparing it to the standard 1.6 Auris, which puts out 97 kilowatts, the combined petrol and electric output of this one is 100 kilowatts and 140 newton meters plus electric on this. So it's not losing out on the power stakes, there is no doubt about it. What is very different about the hybrid version compared to the standard, you've got the same finishes throughout. You can see very upmarket the stitching on the dashboard, for example, which gives you a good idea of what it's all about. You've got the very nice multimedia screen in the center, nice and big, and of course you can change it, you can move it to various, but it's on media now, you can take it across to the radio functions, etc. Dual zone air conditioning, for example, seat warmers it's got as well. It's got a parking brake, a push button parking brake, not quite like your standard mode, because it doesn't have your normal automatic transmission. Being electric, it's got the CVT type transmission, a little bit different, but it certainly is effective, it certainly works. Taking a look at the steering wheel, you've got the multi-function steering wheel with your controls for radio, for sound, for obviously Bluetooth, etc. You've got your computer functions over here, and down below over here you can see a little stalk for your cruise control as well, if you do want that as well. So they're all there. Taking a look at the dashboard itself, you'll see it's a little bit different to standard. You don't have a rev counter over here. You've got your economy or power meter, which shows exactly what mode you're in and what your usage is at any given time. But focus in the center over here at the moment, and you'll see this to me is the amazing fact of this car, and this is where a hybrid comes into itself. I've been driving this car for a week now and done 550 kilometers, largely town driving, with of course this open road trip to Auris today, and I've averaged in all this time 5.4 liters per 100 kilometers, which is unbelievable, of course. The trip down here, pure open road cruising, 130 kilometers at 4.6 liters per 100. So that, of course, is where the hybrid comes into its own. You've also got CO2 outputs of something like 80 grams per kilometer, as opposed to 130 or approximately for the 1.6 petrol version. So if you are environmentally conscious, of course, this is where it makes all the difference in the world. Where you do pay the penalty, of course, is on price, because at 367,000 Rand for the hybrid version, as opposed to 307,000 Rand for the standard CVT automatic version, that is a question only you can possibly answer, or you have to do very careful sums to work out whether the 60,000 Rand extra investment, besides, as I said, the long-term saving of the planet and the ecological benefits, are worth it to you. Other features on this car, look at this full length, and I mean full length panoramic roof that opens up, lets in the sunlight, lets in the light. Absolutely stunning. Last point is, let's take a look in the back seat. Climbing into the back with a seat set for myself, more than adequate legroom for a C-segment sedan. I've got no complaints about that whatsoever. If you want, you've got a nice fold-down armrest with drinks holders over here for the center, or of course you can lift it and it's a 3-seater in the back very comfortably. The model specification over here does include leather trim, as you can see, so it is an upmarket vehicle. Nice trim, nice space. That roof, again, have to mention, just makes this car so nice and airy. That's the thing, bright, light, airy. Summing up, C-segment hatchback for the family, yes. Hybrid, petrol, that is a choice you can make. I must tell you, I think I'm becoming sold on this hybrid version. It's smooth, it's easy to drive, it's comfortable, it's got all these things, and at the same time I'm doing my tiny little bit to save the planet and using a lot less fuel while I'm doing it.